Welcome back to another episode of Exalted Edge of Creation. And apparently, making it so that players can't do what they want to do is frustrating.
I just want to hit things.
But the stupid bird keeps dodging.
Yep.
And then I have to go and protect it because it turns into a little girl. You're killing me, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and award XP now.
Okay.
It's been roughly a session. I try to keep track of it about every 3 episodes, but I haven't been doing the greatest job on that. But yeah.
So your game, give it when you feel like it.
Yep. For dealing with the frustration as well as protecting somebody who you were previously trying to hurt because they're now helpless, you will get your 2 for your the half of the expression. Beyond that, we already gave Tim the expression for his stealthiness.
Mm-hmm.
And then technically this wasn't a threat to you guys, so that doesn't really fit the Dawncast necessities. And you did make a deal, or did some wheeling dealing there with Dalton and also with Constantine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll count that for your expression on there.
Sweet.
Well, and more important, we learn more from failure than success. And I did have to face my failure in my negotiations with the mistress of bone and plate.
Plate and bone. Yep.
Stop that. Reverse it.
Strike that, reverse it.
And then
Yeah.
normal 5 for normal.
Yeah, you get the normal 5. We'll put you at 40. What we gotta do is give you 2 more and you guys will be Essence 2. Woohoo!
Oh, damn, I'm gonna go charm.
You got your 8?
Yep.
Nice. So Siku, you're plummeting. The girl is dressed in rags.
Yeah, and I just completely cradle her in my arms and twist so that my back lands on the sidewalk.
And you have your charm completely takes away all
No
falling
damage from falling whatsoever.
damage. Okay.
I mean, it still would leave the impact of me landing.
Well, isn't
It
it
doesn't-
graceful crane technique?
Well, I mean, it doesn't describe it as, like feather fall. It just
Okay.
says you don't take damage because you know how to fall.
All right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you are able to hit down on the side of one of the steeper but
It's
stronger
called
buildings.
soaring crane,
Soaring crane.
not graceful.
Okay. And then you jump off the edge, spin a couple times, and skid down another rooftop that's lower down, and keep slowing yourself as you go until finally you hit the ground on your feet. The little girl is crying.
I'll just kind of hug her and be like,
She has
"You're okay,"
she has really big eyes.
and I will head back to the house because, as far as I know, that's where people are.
Okay.
Because I mean, I saw arrows go by, but for all
Yeah.
that could have been
You
any
saw
of the
a bolt,
watch.
So
And-
a bolt and
then-
beams of light.
Yeah, a couple
and
shoot beams.
I was focused on the bird anyway, so I
Okay.
wasn't looking at who they were coming from or
Yeah. I mean, you have a general idea, but you didn't see who specifically who.
right. Well, I mean, it could have been him. It could have been the city watch. It could have been the other investigators.
Yep. There
Could have been
is
Batman.
No, that's me.
a number of
Calm down,
people
Robin.
starting to get up and move, and you're hearing yelling from here and there, lights are coming on and people are opening their windows.
I will go quickly.
Okay. Make a stealth test.
6.
Pretty good.
It is pretty good. 2 10s, a 9, and an 8.
All right. Yeah, you get back through the town pretty quickly.
Well, I mean, if I was
You
just
can,
at the edge of the,
or not through. Yeah, I mean, it
you know,
takes you a while to get back, but you're moving pretty quick.
right,
Um,
but also I shouldn't be that far away
right.
because we came back towards the place, you know.
Yep. Um, well, no, that she the bird was headed the thunderbird was headed southeast, and your house was northeast.
Mm. Okay.
But the chase didn't last that long. Um, yeah, you get back to the house. Did Otto continue on towards where the fire was coming from?
Yeah.
Okay. When
Because
you
my goal is to help put it out.
yeah, you get there and there's already people at it. Um, but
Mm.
you're kind of in that period of time in the north where it's just dry, and so it's despite being cold, the fire spreads pretty quick and mostly consumes the roof before everyone's able to get it out.
And when I get there, I'm gonna tell one of the ladies, one of who, you know, to make some food for the girl, and I'm gonna tell one of his main guys to go find him and tell him that I need him back here now.
Um, the guy's like,
And when he pauses, I go, now!
he like starts running, but yeah, he still looks nervous because there is a martial law kind of thing going on right now. So he's technically breaking curfew.
Oh, right. That is going on right now, isn't it?
Yep. That's why I keep making you guys make stealth tests every time
Well,
you're outside of.
He can
During
break
it.
curfew or I can break his legs. It's his choice.
That's why he started running. um, but presumably people who are helping fight the fire won't be under too strict of a punishment.
Mm-hmm.
The little girl still looks
Yeah,
still
I'm
kind of
just
shaken up and
gonna hold her tightly but very gently,
okay.
and I'm just gonna, you know, do my best to comfort her, and then
Yep. Okay. Um, yeah, when they bring some food, like I don't know, she kind of eats it a little bit, but gets the hiccups.
okay, I'm just gonna keep her, you
Okay.
know.
Honestly, she's your daughter already.
She has like
Yeah, you think your familiar's cool?
she's got like dark hair, blue eyes, um, just basically like one step above a pillowcase for clothes,
I'll tell one of the other.
and like dirty, smudged, sort of calloused feet, but dirty and smudged everywhere, scratches and such. Yeah. It takes an hour or two before the fire's out, and by the time you guys have got it started to, starting to fight it down a bit, um, the city watch is there, and they're dive right in as well, and they like form a bucket brigade.
I was gonna see if I could form that bucket brigade before they got there and
Okay.
direct the efforts to hasten the
Yeah, make a
extinguishing.
charisma plus. I'm actually going to say.
Presence.
Well, I was actually kind of thinking of bureaucracy in this case to organize things.
Okay.
So yeah, charisma plus bureaucracy.
I'm gonna spend 5 personal motes to activate harmonious presence.
Okay.
Get my 3 bonus dice. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. Let me rephrase that time period. You get it down to, like 45 minutes, and it's out. So you save half the rooftop.
Sweet.
And the guards arrive like basically just as you guys are about to get it out, and so they like join in the splash. Good job. Well done, citizens.
I want to try and see who was the target.
All right.
See if there's a bot in here.
Yeah. The person was struck by lightning while in bed, and it was a old man. At least that's what they tell you. It's kind of hard to identify the body because the bed caught on fire as well.
Yeah. So I would have been heading home during this whole thing, trying to keep to the shadows, keeping low, keeping Silva with me.
With you? On the ground?
No, not on the ground. I'm going to have him jump from rooftop to rooftop, but keeping low and quiet.
Like Silva can fly, like glide from rooftop to rooftop, but
Yeah.
Jumping it, like if you want him to fly at below rooftop level, he's gonna stick out to anybody looking out their window. Like they might not hear him, but
Okay, yeah, up above the rooftops, but low enough that if another shot goes off, he's able to dive down undercover.
there's not really a gray area here.
Yeah.
It's either above the rooftop, so out of normal line of sight, but in a danger area, or below the rooftops, out of the danger area, but in line of sight. So Silva's coming back into the city.
Pretty much, yeah. Keep him up. I don't want anybody to see him.
So keep him outside the city, or keep him, or are you bringing him with you, but above rooftops?
Yeah.
Okay.
To the house.
Make a stealth roll
Him too?
for him.
Okay. And he'll be trying to fly.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
The detector rolled really well on the first time, but like crap right now.
Okay. Cool. So we make it back home probably before 45 minutes, right?
No, about the same time.
Okay.
You the same time he's
Put out the fire.
put out the fire, wrap things up, and on his way back, one of your guys comes and says, Siku says he needs you right now. He's back.
He's
Didn't want to
pissed.
argue with him. He seems angry, like normal.
Well,
I'm actually not usually angry. I'm usually.
I guess that's true. You're usually pretty amiable around
Yeah.
amicable around the house. Seems pretty angry.
right. Okay.
You're reminded why they thought you were dangerous when they first met you.
I'll leave the town guard to this.
Okay.
And head back.
As you're heading back, you can hear horses approaching from the northwest. They're on different streets, so you can't see them, but you can hear them approaching. You get back, and Siku has a little girl held in his hands, but really just he only needs one. Okay.
I get there.
Oh yeah.
It's a prerequisite for the next one I want to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm in the back. I'm in the backyard, basically, with
Yeah, you guys
Silva.
both arrive at about the same time.
Yeah, I'm in the back with Silva, and then we get up onto the roof and
Take her to my room.
I'm in
climb in here.
through the window.
Take her to his room.
Silva may be really
Uncomfortable.
graceful at flying and everything,
But he's not going to be able to fit through that.
but he really has to fold up to get through this window. And so there is going to be a little bit of noise associated with that. I mean, I'm not saying, you're going to wake up the whole neighborhood, but
Okay.
people in the house are going to hear you coming in through the window.
That's fine.
Okay.
People in the house, I don't care. I mean,
Until one of the refugees turns us in.
no. I get Silva in and then peek my head out the door and go, Hey, I'm back.
Hey, I never left. Okay.
So he says,
I
take
wave to you.
her to his room, and I'll take her and I'll lay her on the bed.
Okay, I'll tell Sova
She
to
looks-
stay there.
Presumably her icon is still glowing.
Yes. But it's actually starting to fade right now.
I'm gonna look at you. And it says, she's the Thunderbird, Dalton Center.
Huh. What's she glowing like?
A second.
Said it was a solid disc, right?
No, just a ring.
Silver ring.
Silver ring.
A silver ring?
Yes. So, like, silver ring.
Isn't
Like
part ours yellow?
No, there's nothing in the center.
Well, no, I mean, solar exalted's yellow. Oh,
Yes.
red or orange, right? Or gold.
Solar is gold. This one was silver.
Lunar.
What's she glowing all over? This is interesting.
But after I say that, I get up and I leave.
There's a bit of orange and blue mixed together, but it's all of it's on a silver background.
Hmm.
There is a silver color shade to like everything.
Interesting.
And we have a gold
Yes.
shimmer.
It's kind of like a like an aura, or like there's the main aura, and then there's like sort of the outline to
aura's
it
aura.
is in gold. Yes. Hers is in silver.
So I tell him, she's the Thunderbird, Dalton Center. I get up, I leave.
Where are you going?
I
You leave
just
the house?
leave. I leave. I'm going to Dalton's. I'm pissed because, in my opinion, he's taken advantage of an innocent little girl, which is my trigger limit.
Oh, God.
And my defining and my major is protecting those who cannot protect themselves. So I am pissed.
As you open the door, there is a hand raised, as if somebody was about to knock.
Who is it?
It's
Dalton?
Dalton. No, actually, it's Gibbs.
Gibbs.
He's shown up a couple times.
That's fine. I just push him out of the way and go.
He's sort of like a distinguished, somewhat a little bit older gentleman.
That's fine. I'm pissed. I'm going to Dalton's.
Okay.
So you can do them and then let me know when I get there.
Yep.
He seems really pissed right now.
The door's kind of
We
left
should let him
open, so
go.
he kind of knocks.
Do I
on the
need to
inside.
roll that limit break?
Yeah.
3?
Limit trigger.
1.
Okay.
Got one.
I've got one limit on each character sheet. But yeah, you're up in your room, and one of the servants comes up, or I guess they're kind of servants, but one of the
They're followers.
They're-
Lackeys.
one of the lackeys comes up and is like, "Sir, there's a Mr. Gibbs here to speak with you. He says it's urgent."
Okay. Keeping an eye on her.
Huh?
Keep an eye on her.
Okay. He was pissed. Are you sure you want to leave him alone?
I know where he's going.
Okay. Good luck.
I will close my door and go down to meet him in our seating area.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the girl to my room.
So you're gonna leave his room and then go to your room.
Out the window and onto my window.
She doesn't want to go.
Oh,
Out the window.
okay. Never mind. I'll just wait, I guess.
He's one of the investigators, wasn't he?
He seems to be investigating the investigative type, but you don't really know who he's working for or anything. And he also was kind of working with Jules earlier. He was the one that helped you get the salt.
Oh, he's my guy that I talked to him about building the airbase.
Yep, that's him.
That was the construction guy.
Oh.
Gibbs introduced you to him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
He's your liaison for the talk you had with them.
Yeah.
He's like, I think I may have seen a bit of what went on here tonight. And I think I know who you have up in the
Snap his neck.
room.
Okay. My hand goes to the dagger that's hidden behind. I got a dagger in the Ramsey Bolton spot.
Yeah. He actually kind of gives like sort of an embarrassed look. She, well, I'm somewhat responsible for her. And,
He's connected to Dalton, I told you.
Oh, stop your conspiracy theory.
It's looking more and more true with every session.
she's, going to need some special care, but I believe you can provide that as well and be trusted to be discreet.
I'm going to spend 5 motes of essence, personal, to activate measuring glance.
Okay.
And I get to read intentions and identify the relevant intimacies that this guy has. To me and to her.
Okay.
My harmonious presence still active? Because it's active for a scene.
Yeah. This can be the same scene. We'll call it the aftermath of the lightning strike scene. Ooh, there's some tens there. But it looks like about it. Oh, there's a 7, 2 sevens.
2, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, and it has to beat his guile.
Yeah. It's a regular judge intentions roll, but I get to identify any relevant intimacies.
Guile is something that is a specialty of his, although he thought stealth was too. So you start to read his like judge his intentions. And you don't have anything else you're adding to this.
Just my
Oh, your 3 dice for your
my harmonious presence.
So you try to read his intentions. You try to get a read on him and what he's feeling right now. When you do, you just see and he's like brick wall. But just before it closes, you kind of see that momentary and then the shade comes back up, and he lets you. The feeling he has for her is family. He has a major intimacy towards her as family. Towards you, he though keeps his intentions hidden, so you can see a genuine worry in his eyes for her.
Come with me. I'll take him to my room.
Okay. He comes in, and the girl's sitting in a chair sitting on the edge of the bed with her back to the door.
Close the door.
What's his aura look like?
Currently,
I'm more looking for, is he also
Is his aura silver?
his is lavender right now.
There's no highlight, I think is what he's getting at.
Yeah. There's no highlight. And when you he opened, they come in, you're looking at
her?
you're looking at her. You turn, you see him coming through the door first, right?
Mhm.
Okay, you came through the door first. he looks up, and in like a moment, he sees your crazy mask thing on. His eyes get big for a second, and then you catch his aura, and it's Lavender.
I invite him in and close the door after him.
Okay. He looks down at the girl and is like, "What's rule number 1?" And she kind of like lowers her head even further down.
Never get caught.
And he looks at you. He's like, "Close enough."
What has she been doing? I ask it to him, but also to her.
Well, I guess the cat is out of the bag.
How'd you keep the cat in the bag anyway?
He looks over at Morez. What all can that do?
It can see what you can't see with your eyes.
Yes. So you followed the clues. Did you see what was happening in the castle?
Yeah. Some of it, not all of it. At least I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's not quite a bit of it.
Then what she is doing is hunting down those monsters.
What are they?
They reek of the Fae.
Okay.
I'm not entirely certain what they are, but whatever they are, they reek of the Fae.
Yeah, okay.
There are fair folk in the city.
I nod.
We have you now. No. And the girl says, rule number 2. Rule number 2, there is never just a little bit of the wild. If it shows up at all, it must be destroyed.
And so, who and what are you? Who kind of pointing at both of them, and what mostly pointing at her?
You don't know.
I can make a guess. I'd rather hear you say it.
She's a celestial exalted.
Well, Celestial is the whole set. Yes. We are lunar exalted.
You too.
We stand at the edge of creation and hold back the hordes that would prey upon civilization. No one knows the wars that occur out there that we fight on a daily basis, nor are songs sung of the heroic deeds that we constantly perform, the losses that we sustain. No one cares. Call us anathema. And yet,
I'll bend down now to like be eye level with her.
and yet, they brand us as heretics, anathema, and kill us on sight.
I nod. I'm making eye contact with her.
She's trying not to look you in the eyes, and not look you in the eyes, and is blushing.
I walk up, ruffle her hair. Nice shot. I'm going to my room.
He looks over and smacks her on the back of the head. He knows already. And she kind of does this and then changes form. And she looks like Jules. No, he is Jules.
Oh, snap.
Exact same eyes.
Yeah, I probably jump back a little bit at that.
Like they both look at you like, he didn't know?
Why did he turn into a little girl? So wait, which one's the true form?
Because if he had turned
That's
into
why I
Jules, I
jumped
would have
back.
let him die. And
Where did Siku go?
I stop at the door.
He's
I'll be
going-
back.
He's going after Dalton.
I book it out the door. I'm
That might
chasing
be a
after
problem.
Siku.
She's like, rule number 4, there's always a bigger threat. And he starts heading for the door.
I'm already booking it down the street trying to catch up.
good luck. I have monkey leap and lightning speed, and I'm pissed.
But it's not like you're
So,
in a rush.
What is Dalton?
I also have a 9
Well,
rush.
I guess that's a great spot to cut.
Yeah,
So-
we're cutting back over to
Yeah.
the lightning gorilla shooting across
I
the
mean,
city.
even if I don't use the moats, I'm at least rushing, and I have a 9 rush.
So Dalton is no longer at his shop.
That's fine. I opened the door.
Oh, you just smash open the door?
Yes.
Okay. Kick open the door. There is a candle on inside.
That's fine. I
Kick
go
it
to-
open, and right in the center of the room is a outfit shaped at your size, and there's a note hanging from it.
Don't care.
Okay.
I'm looking for any living being in here, and I've still got my spirit detecting glance committed.
That outfit has an interesting look about it.
I
When you're
don't
using spirit
care.
detecting glance.
Okay.
Other than that, spirit detecting glass lets you see spirits,
Right.
not people specifically,
Right.
unless they're, like God,
Yeah.
basically.
But I'm looking for
Um,
anything.
No, there's no one else here. You search through the building and everything.
Yep.
No.
Tossing everything. Note doesn't do me any good. I can't read anyway.
Actually, it's a picture.
Didn't even look at it.
Okay.
Don't care.
Knock it over.
And no one's here. I'm gonna head in the direction
You
that
saw him
I
head.
saw him head, and
Okay.
I'm screaming for him.
Dalton! Make a perception and
Trainees!
This is totally the rest of the Avengers about to engage the Hulk after he's pissed off.
yeah.
Calm down.
Make a logic intelligence investigation. No, wits investigation.
Logic. Wits.
Wits investigation.
2, which is
Uh,
not bad for 2 dice.
Yeah, that's not bad for 2 dice. But unfortunately, you're running through the streets yelling for Dalton. You hear windows
Yeah.
opening and people looking out, but you're past before,
And if I see anybody, I will. Where's Dalton?
and the door shut. But no, you don't. None of them are Dalton. And pretty soon there's some city guard running up towards you.
That's fine. They're not getting in my way.
Okay, you clear them or go in a different
If
direction.
they don't know where Dalton is, I clear them out of my way and keep
Okay.
moving.
Well, yeah, you're not. You. I mean, how long are you gonna keep this up?
Until I find him.
So you're running down the street when these 3 guys. Are you coming too?
Yeah.
Okay, these 2, Gibbs and Jules, show up in front of you, and Gibbs has a hand up. I can take you to Dalton.
Okay, I'll follow him.
But there's something you should know first. He nods to Jules, and Jules goes "Zzz," into a little girl, the same little girl. And it's back into Jules.
So, which one's the real you?
Both of them?
I just grab Jules, slam him up on the wall so he's like,
No.
And
He
I'm like-
goes to grab Jules, and I tackle Jules out of the way.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, make a dexterity brawl between the 2 of you.
Hmm.
Contested dexterity brawl to see who gets to tackle first. Feel free to spend essence or willpower as you see fit.
Well, since you said we're in a new story, I'll spend my free willpower from the cult.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you've spent any of that from the cult yet.
I did one.
Wasn't that while you guys were out in the southeast area?
Yes.
Okay, it's a
but you said it was,
from it.
yeah, but you didn't say when the story ended, so
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. So
Okay.
I haven't used it since then to make sure. But you said we were at a new story.
Yep. So that gives you 1 free success.
Damn. 5.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
What?
All 10s.
I guess the shaking over his head helps. Yeah, so you go to grab and he's just not there. And no, he's over there now. Like, with, Morez grabbed him.
Yeah. I seriously, he's done this enough times. I'm about ready to punch Morez.
Calm the
No,
fuck
I
down.
backhand the shit out of Morez.
No, you don't. I dodge.
Okay.
What's your dodge?
Make an attack roll.
My dodge is
Bro.
5.
Yeah, it's your evasion.
Evasion. 4. And then I will.
You can spend a willpower to add 1 to it, and you can
And I will use my reflexive sidestep technique. Or will. Oh, wait. Sorry. This isn't rolling dodge versus his attack, is it?
No.
Okay, instead I'll do read in the wind and use.
So what's
my
your total?
Total comes out to be about 6.
I just got 11 successes.
that hits.
That hits.
I mean, was that supposed to be well, it'd have to
Not
be
a decisive.
Yeah, it's a
no.
withering. So yeah, he swings and bats you across the
Basically
street
knock
there.
him to the other side of the street
Yep.
with a backhand across the face.
Jules is not like just has his hands aside laying on the ground. It's just I did not mean to deceive you.
I put my foot on his throat
Yeah.
and kind of grip.
Who?
Killing
See?
him?
We're
Really?
killing the enemy.
We were only killing those who had already died. Ask Morez what he saw. They
There were,
weren't human anymore.
they were dead. He's telling the truth. No joke. I'm not even hiding my.
He's
my
like, the fate took them.
you talk to him.
I will activate Impassioned Discourse.
Okay.
Morez.
Oh, sorry, you're talking to him.
Or, sorry, Siku. They're our friends. I think. They are certainly not our enemies. We need them. Let him go.
What does Impassioned Discourse do?
It gives me bonus dice when I'm arguing from one of my intimacies, and I'm arguing from my defining one.
Make peace, not war.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm feeling betrayed, and that is my negative nature.
Okay. If you use so basically, if he's trying to influence you into something, and you wish to negate that, you can spend an intimacy, and it adds its level to your resolve.
Okay, I will do that.
So it adds 2.
Adds 2, so my resolve is 5.
And I will also activate Listener's Swaying Argument.
Was that some peripheral essence you're using?
Yeah.
How much?
3 and 3.
Okay. Because they're 2 different things, so you can
Yeah.
spend them separately.
So that gives you how many bonus dice? Or how much bonus to resolve?
I've got a 5 total.
Well,
Add
your
3
bonus
gave me plus
is
2.
Okay. Because
Yeah, it adds one
Listeners
per
adds
2.
one success and 1 charm die per 2. So I get +1. And 1 success.
Okay.
And Harmonious Presence is still going.
So it's 4. Rolling as many dice as possible.
Against
As
other
many
party
dice-
members.
Rolling as many dice as you have.
Ooh, that's not very good at all.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 free success, so it's 5.
Which matches.
Ties. In this case, ties. Wait. Do you have to meet or beat? Well, for attacks you have to meet. So yeah, he succeeds, but like barely. So he convinces you to back down. You might still be very mistrustful or whatever, but he does.
Oh yeah,
convince you to
I'm
back
very considering having to roll again for my limit break because it's myself or an innocent being taken advantage of.
down.
And now, like, I saved her because I felt like she was in a,
Yeah.
but now I'm feeling like she betrayed me. She took advantage of me by taking the form of the little girl.
Yeah.
So I'll release him, but before I do, I'll just squeeze a little bit harder and then like. Your call if you want me to roll again on the limit break. Because this is a new betrayal that I feel.
I guess it is technically a different betrayal. Yeah. But I think you can only get hit by it once per scene. So we'll reduce it to 2 dice. Also, you
No
had to.
successes.
No successes?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I thought you said all successes. I'm like,
2 10s.
4 successes, baby. All right, who's going crazy tonight? Okay. Gibbs is like, I'm very sorry for the deception.
Dalton, now.
He
Begin
starts
walking. I sort of touch your elbow. I'm like, if it's any consolation, turns out you were right, but for the wrong reasons.
You wondered why I was laughing so hard when he was saying it.
what?
I was right. It was them doing this. I just had the reasoning behind it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought they were killing innocent people. They weren't. They were killing Fae corrupted.
But it
Yeah.
was them. I was
Okay.
right in that.
Yeah, so I help what's his face off the ground. So, you the burning fire breathing lizard as well?
I think that's one of the Fae. Your strikes are...
He's like, no.
No.
And I look at you. The dog is one of them too.
I kind of figured.
I look at Gibbs.
Gibbs is a brick wall. But if you want to try to judge intentions.
Gibbs is the dog. And Dalton is the fire breathing lizard of death. Yeah. Or maybe it's the other way around.
I gotta save it.
So we'll just straight up. No additions.
Seven?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, that's enough. That is his
Guile.
guile. Yeah, when he says and
I have one.
Gibbs is the dog. He's like, and then he sees you like smiling back. Wondered how long it would take. What's your deal? Why do you hate dogs?
I walk up to him. Fuck you.
I was offering my help. Just
Let's go.
go.
Yeah.
I'm
Things-
assuming we're doing this while we're
Yes.
walking.
Yeah.
Because I'm not letting us stand around this long.
No. And he's
Well,
like,
and I'm concerned we don't want to be on the street right now.
Shifting. Stupid.
Secret.
I'm gonna hang out with the bird person.
Secret. Before we get there, can I have your guarantee that you won't attack on sight? At least let us talk first.
Take me now.
If you act like that, they're not gonna let you in. Duck. Swing.
I will fucking throw you, Morez.
I don't want to cause more damage to the city. If it comes to an all-out fight, it will. People will get hurt. He's going to try to use your
Intimacy against
defining intimacy against you to at least calm you down.
All I can say is he's lucky that he got to me before I found Dalton. Because I would have gone full solar,
Oh, yeah, I
trashed
know.
his ass.
I know.
He'll be spending some essence on this, so he can add his charisma.
I say I will give him a chance to explain.
Well, just roll the dice. Look how many down first. See how far he gets you.
Yeah, so it's full.
I think he's just assuming he's going to beat his guy with all those dice. Or resolve.
What's your resolve?
3.
Yeah, he got 6. But he's also using your intimacy against you. So,
I said I would give him a
Okay.
chance to explain.
yeah, they get to, let's see, what kind of place would he stay in?
Does it go by his shop so that we can see the armor inside?
It's not
No, because I'm walking. I was walking
I'm walking
actually,
away.
yeah, you're going a different direction.
in the direction that he had left to go home. So now.
You come to a set of apartments, and he comes up to the door. You still have your hearing thing going active?
He's at a specific door.
Yes. And
I go in.
okay, break the door down.
Go past
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, you have
Jessica Jones it.
Pretty much.
yeah, you basically completely break the frame of the door down because there was that many locks on it. And so it just tears a chunk out of the wall.
Is he in there?
Yeah, Dalton's in there.
I grab him by the throat and say, "Explain." Don't give him a chance. I didn't say I'd be nice about it.
So yeah, you pick him up. He looks over at the rest of the group.
I'm trying to put the door back on.
Wow, that's quite interesting. I see. I seem to have struck some kind of nerve. Well, how fascinating.
I squeeze.
You know, you always were the type to use force.
I'm gonna walk up and flawless pickpocket his pipe, and then go in the corner and start smoking. Just watching this entire thing. I've given up. I'm not even gonna talk to him
I
anymore.
approve of this action.
Tell me, do you still hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker? Because that would be hilarious.
At that, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind him. Yeah, just like
Every time he says something that isn't explaining their actions, I'm going to just squeeze just a little bit. And then give him just enough room to gasp out another answer.
Surely you know by now what we're doing here. The city
Squeeze.
is being conquered from within. The Fae are already taking the city and killing all of its citizens right in front of your eyes.
It's worse than that.
Yes, it is.
I sit down, and if I can, if there's enough, I will begin looking for enough settings for everyone to have tea. That's what I'm gonna do.
Actually, yes, he has a fine set of china. Now, if you don't mind setting me down, I can tell the whole story.
Tell.
Of course. So, it began. Now, maybe I should skip all that. There are Fae within the city. Among the elite, they have already killed hundreds, whom they have replaced with their own army. They eat their emotions, mostly fear. Then they take over the host, replace it with one of their own, and then set it loose in the city again. They are almost ready to take the entire city by force, kill whoever remains against them, and take it for their own.
So why should I trust you?
I just I'm gonna shut up now.
If you don't trust me, then trust those who you were working with. Surely they've told you by now what they saw up at the Citadel.
I look back at him.
It's what I described, right?
See my pipe? I don't trust him anymore either.
Well,
And I'm just gonna take him and I'm gonna throw him at Mora's duck because he took my pipe.
I was waiting for that.
He starts laughing. There is a little bit of smoke coming from his mouth as he's laughing.
Hold it. Give him back his pipe and go sit in the corner.
You get the tea going. Gibbs sits down. They, start. Jules goes over and grabs some extra chairs and sets them down. The Fae are bent on destroying creation. They eat away at the edges. It is our goal to keep the world at least at the level it's at. To keep energy flowing, maybe from one form to another. One force takes control while another falls, but creation stays at the level it's at, as long as the dragon-blooded are in charge. We may not approve of the methods they use, but they are the lesser of two evils. The Fae at the edges of creation serve a different purpose. They take energy, they take life from all of creation, and it never comes back. There is always loss when they're involved. Never does it recover what has been lost. We are doing everything in our power to stop them before this entire city and possibly the entire realm, all of existence, fails.
So you're doing that by striking one person every night. And that's really going to work when they're doing, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 people a night.
And he looks over it, like, kind of does a dismissive gesture. Just because the ones that make the news are only 1 or 2 a night doesn't mean that's the only ones being struck. We are fighting. We've been trying to draw them out into the open.
Yeah, good luck since it's the general.
Which general?
As I said, it's worse than you know.
He takes up a cup of tea.
Classius is the one in charge of doing it.
That confirms my worst suspicions.
He seems to be quite interested in eating people's emotions, as you said. So I'm
Yes.
thinking he might be the highest one. Though what the Madame Mistress of Plate and Bone has to do with all this, I'm still confused about.
Oh, that's.
I smile and I look at
He says,
him.
he's like, that is a lot more fun. Um, I think they know what's in the city, and whether or not they know about the Fae, they're coming to claim it.
So they're coming to claim what? If they don't know the face here, what are they claiming?
Well, the dragon-blooded don't look too kindly on Death Lords either, and are surely going to strike against them at some point. I think they're coming to claim a weapon to protect themselves from that.
So
There is, I'm not sure what, but in the temple, the citadel, is a first stage man's place of power. Never was too sure about what exactly, but I know it's there. It would take someone of an equal level of power to control it. I don't believe the Synod has that power, despite their attempts. The Fae, without enacting some higher level of what's the word?
Control.
Engineering of this area, the entire area, re-engineering of the entire. Oh, that's disturbing. We've been acting under the assumption that the fair folk are here just to conquer the city.
No, my friend.
They could be completely changing the country, changing the city, the level of it. And if successful, they could very well change the essence level of this man's. They'd have to cause a lot of chaos, break down what's already here, and then reshape it to their own will. And it's possible at that point that they could attune to the man's.
Food riots would do that. An attack on the wall would help.
Yes.
And an entire military turning on the public to restore order.
Okay.
So wait, the Mistress of Plate and Bone is Dragonblood?
No,
No.
no, they are Death Lords. Something new, though. I haven't felt anything like that before. It's something new. The Death Lords have always just been Yozi in disguise. You know what Yozi are, right?
Can
I just
roll
have a
occult
blank
for that?
stare. Blank stare.
He-
Babes in the woods.
a lot to learn if you're going to survive in the world. And I'm not talking about just warfare. I'm sure you can handle your own, but there's a lot greater dangers than just those that are physical. The Yozi are what remains of those who created the world. They have, ages ago, they were defeated by you might call them anathema. I would call them the solar exalted. Defeated these beings of power that created the universe and basically banished them to hell. Death Lords have always been their attempts to return to the world and reclaim some measure of power, but this is something different. Whatever's leading them is something else. And it seems bent on war on a different level. They aren't just here to cause chaos. They have some greater purpose.
We established that. Okay. So this giant man's thing of power. So it's like a battery, or is it like a gun? I mean, like a giant laser shooting thing.
It's a battery.
Hey,
but
he's
it's
like,
got
Dalton.
These, matching rings.
Dalton's like, well, a manse is a creation on top of a domain. A domain being a place where ley lines of energy cross and create a well power of energy. This energy is normally sort of released in a dangerous level. However, if harnessed, this energy can be used for constructive purposes, whatever the constructor so sees fit to do. This one was a very powerful one. I know because I have been reading up on trying to discover what it is, and know that it is of immeasurate power. It very well has the power to destroy armies or create them. I'm really not sure which, but it is of a such high power level that it could do whatever the creator wanted it to. It would be helpful if you could regain some of your memories.
I'm really glad I'm high right now.
She spoke the same way.
She.
Yes. The mistress of plate and bone. She also
He
bemoaned.
like freezes at that, and you can see his arm like grow taut.
She
Mistress-
bemoaned the fact that
What now?
plate and bone.
And he
I've
really
been dropping that name for a while now.
takes a look back at the other two. Yes. Oh yeah, you already talked with him. Sorry. Yes. Never mind. Back that up. He's already shown his reaction to that.
But he didn't know she spoke on that account, though. That's new information.
Yeah, she knows what's here. Well, then I have little doubts she is coming for it, and has every idea what it is. On some levels, I think it would be safer in her hands than those that are trying to get it, but it will be very dangerous in anyone's hands that could use it.
Okay. So, all the players in this city, or trying to get into the city, we have the fair folk trying to take it. These dread lords, dead lords, whatever you're calling them, trying to take it. We have a group of vigilante lunar people trying to take it.
We don't actually want it. We just want to make sure that it remains
Yeah, whatever, I don't
a
care.
relic in a closet.
Yeah, that. And then we have the dragon-blooded trying to take it.
Yeah.
And then there's us and everybody else. Just
The
trying to be-
dragon-blooded are after it? I mean,
sort of.
sure they would love to have control of the city, but are you sure if there are active players here?
Not certain, just suspect. I mean, all we need is some other superpower to be in this thing to get a three-ring fucking circus.
Oh, it's already that.
Okay, clusterfuck level of three-ring circus.
You've always had such a way with words.
Up yours!
Way to prove the point.
Shut up, you threw a person at me. And here I thought we were beginning to get along. As I scoot my chair a little closer to someone else that he doesn't hate.
And that would be? Is there anyone in this room?
Actually, the only one who I even slightly trust at this moment is him.
Okay.
And because he's in good with all these other people, I'm even starting to doubt that. But the only thing I'm doubting about him is guilt by association type stuff.
Yeah.
The other four, not a shred of trust for any of them.
So, yeah.
Okay. Things may begin to accelerate.
You see like nods all around the table.
Okay, so that boat treaty thing you want to get, what exactly do you want with it? And is that actually going to help in this case?
I had hoped to look at the treaty and try to suss out what broke the treaty, and try to attempt to negotiate a new one.
Looks like we're gonna need to get in there. Well,
Well, either way,
we're either gonna have to get in
have
there
to
to
get in
look
there.
at that, or get in there and get into whatever it is to stop all this. Pretty much, we need to get into the palace.
and we need to be by the wall.
Well, the palace is in the wall.
We can help with that. It's Gibbs talking. However, you need us. We're with you. I'm beginning to think only another treaty, a binding treaty, would be able to solve these problems. But it has to be made from a position of strength.
Basically, we need the bigger sword. Looks like we're gonna have to take both.
We're going to have to make a plan. We need to know where this army to the north is and what their intentions are. Who leads it?
I look at you.
We need
Well-
to infiltrate the palace and get that treaty. And we need to find some way to prove who the Fae are in the city. They seem to be very adept at hiding their presence.
I look at the two of you.
Hell if I know.
I haven't sensed any energies.
Fae or Fae in
Yeah.
not in this room.
Well, I mean, as we're going through the city, though, I haven't.
Well, it tells you if you are in an area of wild tame.
Yeah.
So it doesn't tell you that there's wild effects going on.
Oh yeah, I know.
It just tells you if there is a active wild zone.
But they haven't gotten to the point of power that
Yes.
they're creating that kind of thing.
Yes, they would have to remove a significant portion of the population to do that. How close to that they are, who knows? These guys apparently have been doing a good enough job of thinning those numbers. Yeah, but I think
Yeah, pretty much. This is a good place to end.
Well,
Final statements.
I wanted to try and. I mean, our conversation here has been almost an hour. But basically, I wanted to draw it out so that in game, we've been here an hour, so that I have 10 notes of essence.
because you're wanting to activate something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because basically, I'm going to negotiate an oath for all of us to take.
All right. And
I'm
what
not
is-
taking an oath with them.
Except it's one of basically, if we all swear to this oath, we will all be bound and protected from each other, from harm from each other. So you will be protected, and part of the oath is that we are going to do our level best to save Whitewall and all of the innocents therein.
As soon as you propose an oath with them, I will walk out of the room.
I think he will, regardless. He is an honorable man. At least that's been my observation so far.
Comes to the point that he is a knight in a den of thieves.
It is difficult to face.
Yeah, as soon as you propose that, I walk out and I walk back to the house.
We need to get him a puppy. Not you.
He shakes his head. Ooh. Thought never crossed his mind.
No. What we need to do is score a victory together.
So what would you suggest?
Scouting mission beyond the wall, I think, is a good team building exercise. We may be able to get through the gate.
There are other ways out of the city.
Well, I hope it doesn't involve being airborne, because somebody's got a freaking laser beam.
Yes, I saw that.
We'll try to
And,
find out
like,
who that was.
Jules like
Seriously. Are you
How
the
late
little
is it
girl
right
or
now?
the little or are you this pathetic
it's
man?
getting close to morning. Are you what?
Are you the little girl or this pathetic man? Really, which one are you?
He's both.
This is the identity I chose to enter the city in. Neither of them is my true identity.
Knight in a den of thieves.
I'll stand up. Well, I'm going to go to the palace and try to get my hands on the treaty. And also find out who was the artillery last night.
If all else fails, I'll steal.
I'm not sure that that's a wise
You're
decision.
dead. I look at.
Jules.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I will tell them the creature is dead.
And what evidence are you going to provide?
Look at you. I'm going to need some feathers.
And that's a wrap. Tune in next time to see if we get more inter-party conflict.